No kidding. I was actually, like, literally stepping into my shower this morning to get all nice and cleaned up and looking nice for the camera this morning. And it really did just occur to me then. This is the first Friday of this whole decade, which ordinarily you would think that's pretty darn awesome. And in a lot of respects it is. But I also then at that point realized we're at that time of year again. Wow, that was fast. When I have to remind anyone, man, woman, or child, who practices the Catholic faith that now is the time to really get your meat fix in every Friday before Lent starts. Yep. I had to bring that up again. I mean, it's so weird. Normally I make it my business to learn when Lent starts so I know ahead of time. But I just realized, I never really did that yet. When does Lent start? So I looked it up, and this year, Ash Wednesday, which is when Lent starts, will take place on Wednesday, obviously, February 26th. Now, some of you guys are probably wondering, well, Nick, today's only January 3rd. February 26th is a long way away. True. But this is always the warning I bring up to anyone who asks this. July 2014. My brother and his then fiance, at that moment in time, got engaged. July of 2016. They get married. And come to think of it, May of 2017, they moved back to my home area. And November of 2019, I became an uncle. Those 5 years flew by like that. 5 years and change, actually. And again, that's 5 years and change. Today's January 3rd. Lent starts on February 26th. That's not even 2 months. So make it count. But, yeah, it's going to be, again, you have time. I mean, if you're looking for, you have plenty of options. I mean, it's Friday, so lots of places are going to be open. Get yourself a burger for breakfast or lunch. Actually, you can make a breakfast burger, I guess. But, for breakfast, make sure you get yourself some bacon and sausage maybe. For, lunch, get yourself like a burger or fried chicken or something like that. Or if you didn't have that for lunch, have that for dinner. Or you know what? In the mood for pizza? Why not make it meat lovers? That works. Or then again, if you're like me, you can get yours with pepperoni, sausage, ham, bacon, peppers, onions, and mushrooms. Hey, listen, just because I'm harping on the fact that you guys should, or anyone who's worshiping the Catholic faith right now, should try and get their meat fixed, that doesn't mean you shouldn't get your vegetables either. I love vegetables. Kids, remember to eat your vegetables, okay? Good. Or, you know what? If you really want to class it up, get yourself a steak. Sure, why not? Or you know what? The holidays are over. I'm sure you probably have leftovers, like leftover prime rib or leftover ham. I'm sure some people probably had turkey for Christmas, so leftover turkey. You actually have a lot more options than you realize. Oh, you're probably wondering why I didn't mention eggs. Don't worry. During Lent on Fridays, eggs are actually one of the things that Catholics can have on Fridays. Like eggs and all various types of seafood. We can have those. That's cool. In fact, it's for that reason why the Appalachian Brewing Company fish and chips is, tied for being the fish dish on my full course menu. Because you can have a lot of it. So that's really cool. What else? Yeah, I mean, again, this really only applies to anyone who worships the Catholic faith. I mean, if you don't, feel free to ignore what I'm saying. I mean, again, I just make it my business to know because I'm a dude, I'm a carnivore. Lately, practically every Friday, I've been going to Bernie Murray's to get wings. So when Lent starts, I'm not really going to be able to have any wings. Although they do have a fish fry. Maybe I'll just have that. That wouldn't be bad, right? So, it's not like I'm sans options altogether. But, it is nice to, I like to keep people in the know. Because, that's common courtesy. And, come to think of it, common courtesy is something that answers the question, what would Jesus do? I think it's probably the first time I've ever really said that on camera. So now that I got that warning out of the way, now I can say, Happy Friday, everybody. Yes, this is the first Friday of the decade, as I said earlier. Sadly, there's no One Piece manga chapter to react to, probably for the best. I mean, the scans did come out a little bit early, and they're sort of promoting the official release, which sadly I have not read yet. And you're probably wondering, well, what's the difference? Well, actually, you know what? I'll put a link in the description as to how to answer that effectively. But all you really need to know is a lot of manga translating sites are no longer functioning. So lots of people are, promoting going to just waiting for the official release, which is several days later. I mean, there's some pros and cons to that, but again, I'm going to be putting a link in the description to thoroughly explain why. So nothing new this week, but then again, the last chapter of pretty much the whole decade was definitely something worth reading. Although, now that I'm convinced there's going to be a break, it begs the question, where... Oh, actually, I don't know if there is a break. Is there? I forgot. Shit. I forgot there was. Oh. Anyway, if there is, I guess it's... last year, January 2019, we only got like 2 manga chapters out, so it wouldn't shock me at all if that's what happens, which therefore further, makes the risk that we're not going to get to 1,000 manga chapters before I reach 1,000 days of doing videos. Again, we're at 967. You have 33 manga chapters. Today is day 733. Awful lot of threes today. I really don't think it's going to make it. I'm going to reach 1,000 videos first before the manga reaches 1,000 chapters. But what can you do? Personally, I like for it to happen at the same time just because that state of my being addressed would be incredible. But it is what it is. If I recall correctly, the state of my being addressed for that day is going to be a Friday, I believe. So it could work. Wait. Is it? I forget. Man, I really gotta be careful about what I'm trying to plan out here. I did say I was gonna have more variety, trying to have more variety and be a little more careful when it came to playing. Well, I didn't mention the whole being careful about playing part, but that is something that does come with, variety in videos as well. So, but I didn't think I'd come across a problem like this early in the year. I guess it is sort of karma. Yesterday I mentioned how on New Year's Day I said that one of my New Year's resolutions was to surround myself with family a lot more, and boy howdy did I do that. So, I guess if I completely do one of my resolutions in spades, only for one to be more difficult as time goes on, you know what? It's not a trade-off that I agree with, but I guess it's going to have to be fair. At least in terms of how life is. I mean, let's be honest, whoever said life is fair? Oh, boy. So, yeah. I don't really know what my plan is today. I mean, first things first, I definitely need to get myself some sort of meat fix in. You know, again, it could be something as minor as having pepperoni on a slice of pizza for all I care. But, you know, I gotta get something. I mean, personally, again, I'd rather get whatever I want and as much of it as possible, absolutely. But if I'm only able to get, you know, so-and-so, you know, that's fine. At least I can say I tried to do something. I mean, don't get me wrong. At least for me, when Lent starts, I'm always devastated. Regardless of if I was able to get whatever I wanted from a meat fix in every Friday prior to. But, you know, at least I can say I tried to do everything possible that I wanted to do. I mean, anything possible would be like trying to get like that rare, like those rare sort of cuts of meat that you see in like the media that are like $1,000 a slice of meat or something like that. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I know they exist, and I actually do watch those videos. Hello, again, I don't actually seek out that stuff. You know, it just looks interesting. I mean, to put things into perspective, the most expensive meat in the entire world is actually referred to as Iberico pork. And it's basically from these black pigs that eat only like acorns. I mean, yeah, that looks incredible, but I'm not looking to eat that stuff. I mean, would I like to try it one day? Maybe. But again, I'm in not in a remote hurry to do it. Plus, again, the slices of meat are like the size of like from the end of this finger to maybe here. Like I can sort of like, yeah, like yay long and yay wide. And they're like $7 each. Oh yeah. Like there are cuts of that meat of just the ham alone that go for like $700. Or like, actually no, like 300, like it's like $30,000, something like that. So yeah. And that's only the leg. I don't even want to think about what the rest of the animal is. Again, I'm a firm believer in eating and utilizing all parts of the animal. That's just a common. I mean, yeah, I know a lot of vegans and vegetarians are really hard on any meat use for. Oh, you only just eat that part and you throw out everything right. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I really do support the idea of utilizing all the parts of the animal, even the parts that do all the work, aka the liver, the heart, the kidneys, the brain, etc. Oh yeah, you can eat that stuff. I mean, there's a reason why people don't eat that stuff, because just the idea of having that is not very appealing. And do I even need to mention Rocky Mountain oysters? I didn't think so. So, I guess, you know, one thing I actually am going to be working on is a certain video that I can't wait to reveal tomorrow. Although, if you've been paying attention to anything lately, then you know exactly what that video is. And let me just say, it was difficult to try and narrow it all down. But I think I got myself a definitive list of the top 11 Super Bowls that I want to see. Why am I doing 11? I'll explain all of that tomorrow. Like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, turn on YouTube. I'm very humble. I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. And hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Friday. Check yourself a wonderful weekend. Remember, if you guys want to talk to channel, is going to be here to London here. Always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.